Heaven I too. Heaven I. This is a continuation to the last video on the idea of Africa being the root. I'm continuing and I'm delving into this because I see a lot of people, they got it misconstrued. I've talked about this years ago, actually. If you really scroll through the channel, you'll see. Though I'm gonna go deep right now. I'm gonna make it simple and be in and out. We talk about returning to nature, returning to God, returning to the earth, returning to the source, returning to life, going back to nature. Healing nature, healing the earth, healing the planet. Nikosi Baba is going to repeat, as I've said in several videos, and I'm going to say it again to reiterate. The earth, the healing of the earth in particular, starts in so-called Africa. Africa is where the most sickness and destruction started, with the mass population and mass producing and farming and hate and slavery and these modernization, globalization ideas started. Africa. So how the heck I'm gonna be worried about healing what the heck going on in Guyana and Brazil? And yes, those places is nature and is part of the beautiful earth as well. We get it. But in order to heal the fruit that life is bearing, you have to focus on the root of the cause. Everything has a starting point. I have a quote that I put on social media. You have to preserve the roots in order to deserve the fruits. I'm gonna repeat that. People that really been supporting and tapped in with Nikosi Baba, you've heard me say this. One must preserve the roots in order to deserve the fruits. There's no way you could be out here saying you love nature, you love the trees, when Africa has some of the most deforestation happening on the face of the earth right now. That means that we're allowing a virus worse than whatever's going on in Babylon to penetrate the root of what we are. There's a viral infection happening in Africa and we allowing it. Africa is losing, it's got like a buzz cut now. Like somebody shaved it and we letting it happen. And like Bob Marley said, we need to chase these crazy bald heads out of town. What are y'all doing here? Get off of the earth. The disease on earth needs to be purged. And if you don't see it, you're going to purge with it. And you see what's funny? That same disease is watching me. I see you. I know you're watching me. That same disease wants to kill me. Because I'm literally it's like in the movie Osmosis Jones. What's the guy name in Osmosis Jones? His name is Osmosis Jones, right? Yeah, I'm Osmosis Jones. Word bond. So I'm telling you right now, look, we gotta heal where we first got sick. I know there's a quote that says you can't heal in the same environment you got sick in. Yeah, we get that. I'm talking about if you bruise your arm or you slice up and cut up your arm somewhere, you gotta focus on where you cut and sliced your arm instead of the feelings and the fever that might come with that new cut and wound that just occurred, which caused an infection, which now spread to other parts of the body. Now you got a fever. You got to hone in on the starting point. You cut your arm right here. You allowed a cut or a wound to proliferate to the point where now it expanded. That's what happened on Earth. We cut a wound into Africa. And now look at what's going on the planet. Whose fault is it? I know most of us will quickly blame white people and we say, man, white people have done the most destruction on earth. Who is the father of white people? Who taught them? Who is the mother of white people? And even if we ain't the father and mother, who taught them what they know? Some would argue aliens did. But then them same woke people that would say white people was taught or got their weaponry and information from aliens, them same people that say that, them same melanated or so-called black people that claim that about white people, they the same ones that try to say, oh, I'm a Anunnaki, I'm an alien. Oh, Lord. So I'm guessing you're trying to say there's good and bad aliens or whatever you might be thinking in your brain. My whole point is that even if white people doing something wrong, always start with the man in the mirror. Big up Michael Jackson. Hold yourself accountable. You want to change the world? Change yourself. I'm not pressed or worried about what's going on in the world. The world ended. Why does Nikosi Baba say the world ended? Because I changed myself. If I never changed myself, do you think I would have came to the mind frame and got the codes and the realization and the revelations and the epiphanies that, yo, this shit's done, it's ended. All the stars aligned. That whole 2012 thing is real. Julian calendar, Ethiopian calendar, like, yo, the world ended. That code would have never came to me that way if I didn't change myself. If you want to change the world, you got to change yourself. So if we want to change what's happening on planet Earth and heal planet Earth, we got to heal the first initial part of ourselves, which is Africa. Mama, Baba, Africa. Big up Africa. I am proud, not even proud, I'm full of thanks to be a being that has African ancestry. African ancestry. I'm full of thanks for that. Ain't no racism involved with that. Everybody got African ancestry. Be proud if you close to the root. Like, look at yourself like, yo, hold up. Like, I'm proud of what I'm expressing. It is what it is. You heard? So look, let us heal ourselves. Let us focus on what caused the sickness. How did this disease and this viral infection spread or come into our body to begin with? Do we blame external forces, extraterrestrials, or God did it to test us, or as some of the religious people will say, or some of the zealots will claim that God cursed us, God cursed Africans? Let's heal, man. And before we can heal, we got to be able to realize and be open, have an open heart, and just keep it a million with yourself. Keep it so real with yourself. Like, yo, I got an issue and I gotta work that out.